everyone, and welcome to this complete corporate wellness mini webinar, bite-sized wellness webinar. Today's topic is on testosterone and men's health, which is our topic for the month of November or Movember. So I'm Liana. I'm a naturopath and nutritionist from Complete Corporate Wellness. Men's health is an area that I've personally done a lot of work and a lot of research. The first people we tend to want to help when we work in health is the people closest to us, and I do come from a largely male family, so men's health is an area I've always sort of niched in. So a little bit about testosterone. Testosterone is one of the most important, although rarely discussed, determinants of men's health. Testosterone is the main male sex hormone responsible for key male characteristics. Testosterone promotes muscle and bone mass, which explains men's larger statures. Testosterone is important for mood, focus, motivation, and libido. So testosterone levels in men can result in depression, fatigue, or just feeling flat. Unlike female hormones that ebb and flow every month, testosterone levels in men are fairly stable all their adult lives. So carrying excess body fat can decrease testosterone levels. That's because fat cells both secrete estrogen and they convert testosterone to estrogens. The resulting imbalance of estrogen to the testosterone ratio does promote fat storage and decreases ability to maintain muscle mass. This does over time lead to weight gain, especially in the abdominal region, and it also makes it harder to lose weight. So again, as testosterone is important for mood and motivation, low testosterone can result in fatigue, flatness, and a lack of motivation. So this kind of creates that vicious cycle of weight gain. So to sort of boost testosterone, to increase testosterone levels, the first step is adequate sleep. Adequate sleep gives the body the energy that it needs to produce testosterone and is also an important part of stress management. Stress management techniques such as deep breathing exercises, mindful movement like yoga, walking, nature hikes, managing time, scheduling in downtime, prioritizing tasks, and not overcommitting to projects are all important in increasing testosterone levels. When the body is under stress, it kind of shifts gears and prioritizes the production of stress hormones like cortisol over the production of sex hormones like testosterone. Adequate zinc intake. Zinc is a cofactor in the production of testosterone, so ensuring adequate dietary zinc is hugely important. You can find zinc in lean meats, seafood and shellfish, legumes like lentils and chickpeas, and nuts and seeds, especially cashews and pumpkin seeds. Strength training, especially training large muscles like quads, hamstrings, and glutes, can significantly increase testosterone levels by really increasing muscle mass. So larger muscles, you're going to get more sort of bang for your buck because you're going to end up with more muscle mass overall. Also, a high intensity training or interval training, right? Because that both supports fat loss, which will lower testosterone levels, and increases muscle mass. So more muscle mass, less fat mass, in short, equals more testosterone. And, like the first step, of course, to maintaining healthy levels of testosterone throughout life is to maintain a healthy body weight. But the above strategies, what we just talked about, sleep, stress management, zinc, strength training, intensity training, they're there to help increase testosterone levels, to break that cycle where, that we discussed, where low testosterone causes, weight gain causes low testosterone, which causes further weight gain. So want to quickly talk about testosterone and fertility. A really important topic. Sperm counts are declining at a pretty alarming rate. So global figures suggest sperm concentrations have halved in the last 40 years, and the rate of decline is accelerating. Men, even in their 20s and 30s, can experience fertility issues. There are many factors that negatively influence fertility, including obesity, oxidative stress caused by a high sugar diet, inadequate zinc status, tobacco and drug use, excessive alcohol consumption, and exposure to environmental toxins and heavy metals. These also all affect testosterone levels. Testosterone is essential for sperm production, and the factors that support healthy testosterone levels, such as maintaining a healthy weight, managing stress, sleeping, and eating well, also support sperm quality. So testosterone and menopause. So beginning in their early 40s, men experience a decline in testosterone of about 1% a year. Now, this is not much, but these reductions do coincide with increased rates of depression and anxiety. So while this, gradual decline in testosterone does go unnoticed by some, 1 in 5 men can experience symptoms like low energy, mood and libido, poor concentration, weight gain, and reduced muscle mass. Again, we go back to the strategies of supporting healthy testosterone production, like maintaining a healthy weight, getting adequate zinc, making sure we're getting adequate zinc through our diet, stress management, and exercise. So testosterone and bone health. The continued, relatively stable production of testosterone throughout the middle years and larger peak bone mass of men compared to women does protect men from osteopenia and osteoporosis in the early older years, where women do tend to become more susceptible earlier in life. But regardless, men do need to reach that larger bone mass in their younger years and continue to strengthen their bones by engaging in regular resistance and strength training to prevent osteoporosis in the later older years. So, in the 70s and 80s, where the risk of osteoporosis for men and women does equalize. So we can't have a discussion about testosterone without discussing its cousin, dihydrotestosterone, or DHT. About 10% of daily testosterone secretions are converted to DHT by an enzyme known as 5-alpha reductase. DHT is a much stronger form of testosterone. In puberty, DHT is essential for the development of a deeper voice, muscle mass and bone mass, and body hair. Throughout adulthood, DHT is important for the maintenance of muscle, bone, and for libido as well. However, DHT is also the culprit in many hormone-related male conditions. In adolescents and young adults, excess DHT conversion in the skin can cause acne. In older and susceptible men, DHT can promote hair loss and enlargement of the prostate gland. Non-cancerous enlargement of the prostate gland or benign prostate hyperplasia occurs in more than half of men in their 60s and up to 90% of men in their 70s and 80s. When I say susceptible men, what I mean is two things. Susceptibility of excessive conversion of testosterone to DHT, or excessive sensitivity to DHT in tissues such as the skin or the prostate gland. And this can have a bit of a genetic component to it. One of the main drivers of that excessive conversion of testosterone to DHT is oxidative stress. A high sugar diet causes oxidative stress in large part due to the pressure it puts on the liver. So if we go back to that, the conversion of testosterone by 5-alpha reductase to DHT. To mitigate hormone related conditions like acne, hair loss, BPH, we want to normalize the conversion of DHT normalize the conversion to DHT, sorry, by kind of modulating or down regulating that 5-alpha reductase enzyme. And we do this largely by reducing oxidative stress in the body. And that is by following a whole foods, minimally processed, high fiber diet that's also low in sugar. There are also some specific foods that both down-regulate 5-alpha reductase and protect sensitive tissues, like those in the prostate gland and hair follicles, from the damaging effects of DHT. So we've got green tea, spearmint tea, quercetin-rich foods like onion, red skin apples, berries, kale, and spinach, turmeric, pumpkin seeds and pumpkin seed oil, and also soybean products like soy milk, tofu, tempeh, and edamame. You know, that bit of it, you know, soy products can be a bit sort of controversial in men's health, but, you know, time and time again, we showed that just normal, moderate, you know, intake of soy products, you know, which is, you know, not 10 liters of soy milk a day, but just, 2-3 serves of soy products a day, is actually really protective in men's health, and also protective against prostate cancer. And so that, you know, that's the presentation for today. That's our sort of bite-sized wellness webinar for the month. I hope you found it helpful and informative. I really do think men's hormones and healthy hormones need to be a part of the discussion in men's health, just as much as they are in women's health. And on a side note, Complete Corporate Wellness will be conducting monthly bite-sized webinars just like this one. So head to our website, just the link here, and have a look through our events page. Thanks, and hopefully we'll see you at the next webinar, where we'll be doing something a little bit different, and I'll be sort of going through and doing a demonstration on making some really fun, really tasty, really healthy Christmas mocktails. So thanks again.